Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And your starting lineups for this evening. First up,
Oh man, I lost it. Well, Mike died. Sorry, the microphone died. Okay, for the Trojans, number 2, Emily Green.
Got some extra batteries? I'll go get some.
For the Chargers, number 0, Jennifer Carrillo. For the Trojans, number 4, Hannah Simmons. For the Chargers, number 1, Kirsten Dole. Number 10 for the Trojans, Inez Yantha. Number 5 for the Chargers, Macy Dunlevy. Number 14 for the Trojans, Trista Shelton. I skipped Mackenzie. Sorry, Mackenzie. Number 3 for the Chargers, Mackenzie Hoops. And number 22 for the Trojans, JC Hildebrand. And number 15 for the Chargers, Cassie Dunlevy. Good luck to both teams.
the Trojans will start with the ball. Emily Green has the ball. Screen set by Hildebrand. Green to Hildebrand. Green back to Hildebrand back to Green, excuse me. Yantha with the ball. Kicks it out and is called for a travel before she can get the pass off. It will be the Chargers' ball. Hoops with the ball. Passes over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside, passes it back to Hoops. Hoops looks to take the shot. It's up and it's no good. Recovered by Emily Green. Emily Green passes it to Yantha. Yantha goes up for the layup and it's just shy. And Carrillo gets the rebound. Carrillo passes to Hoops. Hoops looking on the inside. Passes over to Dold. Dold looking inside. Gives it back over to Hoops, who's on the outside, inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks to go up. It's slapped out by Emily Green. Dunleavy gets it and goes for 2. Green with the ball. Hoops applies the pressure. Emily Green cuts inside. She goes all the way. It's up, and it's no good. Recovered by Green. Out to number 14 of the Trojans, Trista Shelton. She goes up for a shot, and a foul is called. The foul is on number 5 for the Chargers, Macy Dunleavy. That is her first and the team's first. Shelton will be shooting 2. First shot's up, and it's good. Second shot's up, and it's good as well. The Trojans have now tied the game. Just under 7 minutes left in the quarter. Hoops with the ball. Hoops passes to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside, gives it back to Hoops. Hoops inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy gives it to Dunleavy. It's slapped out of her hand, recovered by Carrillo. Carrillo passes to Dold, loses it. Emily Green tries to get it, but no good. Dold recovers the ball, gives it to Carrillo. Carrillo over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks to shoot. She goes up, and it's good for 2. Green with the ball. Green sets up the offense, passes to Simmons. Simmons over to Shelton, but she loses it, recovers it, and gives it to Hildebrand. Hildebrand to Yanta. Yanta over to Simmons, and she shoots, and it's no good. Recovered by the Trojans. Yanta goes up for 2. No good. Recovered by Dunleavy of the Chargers, and a foul is called. Foul is on number 2, Emily Green. It's her first and the team's first. Still the Chargers' ball. Hoops with the ball. Passes over to Dold. Dold looks inside. Gives it into Dunleavy. Dunleavy loses it. Emily Green recovers the ball. Emily Green looks to go all the way. Passes it, but the ball is tipped out of bounds, and it will be the Chargers' ball. Hoops with the ball. Passes to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks inside. Gives it to Hoops. Hoops back to Dunleavy. Dunleavy gives it to Matlack. Matlack looks to drive. It's not there. Kicks it back out to Dunleavy. Dunleavy over to Hoops. Hoops inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes up. No good. Rebounded by Emily Green. Green goes all the way. The shot is up. The basket will count, and a foul has been called. Emily will go to the line shooting 1. The foul is on number 3 for the Chargers, Mackenzie Hoops. That is her first foul and the team's second. Trojans look to take the lead with this shot. It's up, and it's good. Hoops will bring the ball down the court. Hoops passes to Dold. Dold looks inside. Kicks it inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes up for the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Hildebrand hands off to Green. Green speeds down the court. Goes up for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Matlack. Matlack hands it off to Hoops. Hoops goes for the shot. No good. Rebounded by Dunleavy, and a foul is called. Dunleavy will go to the line shooting 2. The foul is on number 22 of the Trojans, J.C. Hildebrand. That is her first and the team's second. Shot's up, and it is no good. Dunleavy looking to tie the game up for the Trojans. Shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Hildebrand passes to Green. She loses it, but it's recovered by Yanta, given back to Green. Passes over to number 1, Mariah Berge, and a foul is called. Foul is on number 1 for the Chargers, Kirsten Dold. That is her first and the team's third. Green with the ball. Hands it off to Shelton. Shelton gives it to Berge. Berge inside to Yantha, but misses her. Covered by Emily Green. Goes up with the reverse layup, and it's good for 2. Trojans now leave 7-4, just over 4 minutes left in the quarter. Hoops with the ball. Passes to Ryan. Ryan inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes up for the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Matlack. Matlack puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Hildebrand hands off to Green. Emily Green calls the offense for the Trojans. She goes to look to drive, kicks it out to Shelton, over to Berge. Over to Yantha. Yantha inside to Berge. Berge loses it but recovers it, gives it to Hildebrand. Hildebrand kicks out to Green. Green calls for the offense to be set up. She goes to drive, kicks it out to Shelton. Shelton over to Berge. Berge to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks inside, but it's not there. Back out to Shelton. Shelton shoots the 3, and it's good. Just over 3 minutes left in the quarter. Hoops with the ball. Hoops kicks it over to Ryan. Yantha steals the ball. She goes all the way up, and it's good for 2. Hoops coming down again with the ball. Passes over to Ryan. Ryan looks inside. Passes it to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes up with the shot. It's no good. Bounded by Hildebrand. And Green will bring the ball down for the Trojans. Green passes to Hildebrand. Hildebrand back inside to Green. Green goes up for the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Mackenzie Hoops, who goes to drive the ball down. Green looking to steal. Hoops pulls it away. Passes to Dold. Dold passes inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Dold. Dold loses it, and Yantha recovers the ball. Screen is set up for Green. Green passes it inside to Berge. Berge puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Matlack. And Matlack will hand it off to Hoops as Hoops brings it down the court. Hoops looks to drive. Goes up with the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Yantha. Yantha will bring the ball down. She throws it over to Green. Green goes up. And it's no good. Rebounded by Ryan. Hoops with the ball. Just over a minute left in the quarter. Dold gets the ball. Looks inside. She goes to drive. Takes the shot. And it's good for 2. Emily Green taking her time coming down. Sets up the offense. Passes to Berge. Berge is looking inside over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks inside. Passes it back up top to Shelton. Shelton over to Yantha. Yantha looks inside to Hildebrand. It's not there. Gives it to Green on the outside. Green gives it inside to Hildebrand. Hildebrand goes to go up, but changes her mind. Gives it back to Green. Green goes up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. The ball is tapped as she goes up. Recovered by Green on the shot. Emily Green will go to the line shooting 2. And there seems to be a little concern of a potential blood from Emily Green. Not sure what exactly happened. Shot's up, and it's no good. Second shot's up. No good. Recovered by Carrillo. Carrillo hands it off to Hoops. Hoops back to Carrillo. Carrillo is looking inside. Kicks it back over to Hoops. Hoops looks inside to Dunleavy. It's not there. Over to Carrillo. Carrillo gives it inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy loses it. Thrown out by Berge. Recovered by Dunleavy. Dunleavy passes over to Hoops. Hoops goes to drive. Gets stuck. Passes to Dunleavy. Dunleavy takes the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by no one as it rolls out of bounds. It will still be the Chargers' ball. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Inbounded to Dunleavy. Dunleavy over to Carrillo. Carrillo over to Hoops. Hoops looks inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy passes it back, and that will conclude the quarter. Your first quarter score, Burton Chargers 6 and the Stafford Trojans 12. Chargers will start with the ball. Hoops passes to Carrillo. Carrillo back to Hoops. Hoops over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes to drive. She loses it. Recovered by Dunleavy. And a hold is called. Foul will be called on number 2, Emily Green. That will be her second and the team's third. Hoops to inbound the ball. Inbound to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes up for the shot. It's short. And recovered by number 14, Shelton of the Trojans. Emily Green with the ball. Passes over to Berge. Berge over to Shelton. Shelton over to Simmons. Simmons back to Green. Green to Shelton. Over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand to... And Berge up for the shot. No good. Recovered by Simmons. Simmons to Green. Green to Hildebrand. Hildebrand up. No good. Recovered by Dunleavy. Dunleavy will hand it off to Hoops, and Hoops will bring the ball down. Berge applying pressure to Hoops. Passes to Berge. Or excuse me, Dunleavy. Dunleavy takes the shot, and it's no good, and it goes out of bounds. It will be the Trojans' ball. And Yantha is checking in for Berge for the Trojans. Green with the ball. She'll pass it to Yantha. Yantha looks to take the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Emily Green. Kicks it back out to Yantha. Yantha goes to drive. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by number 22 for the Trojans. Or excuse me, for the Chargers, Bailey. Dunleavy will get the ball and pass to Hoops. Hoops passes over to Bailey. Bailey out to Dunleavy. Dunleavy to Hoops. Hoops all the way across to Carrillo. Carrillo looks to drive. Goes up. It's no good. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey puts it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Simmons. Emily Green with the ball, and she's going fast. She goes up for the shot. And a block is called on the Chargers. Emily Green will go to the line shooting 2. Foul will be on number 3 for the Chargers, Mackenzie Hoops. That is her second and the team's 5th. First shot's up. And it's good. Trojans extend their lead to 7. Second shot's up. No good. Rebounded by Dunleavy. Dunleavy hands it off to Hoops, who will bring it down. Back over to Carrillo. Carrillo loses it but recovers it inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks to drive, kicks it back out to Carrillo. Carrillo to Hoops. Hoops goes to drive, and a foul is called on the Trojans. Foul will be on number 4, Hannah Simmons. That is her first and the team's 4th. 6 minutes left in the half. Carrillo will pass into Dunleavy. Back to Carrillo. Carrillo to Hoops. Hoops looks to take the 3. She shoots, and it's no good. Rebounded by Emily Green. Emily Green pulls it out, and she slows it down. Passes over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand with the shot. No good. Rebounded by Bailey of the Chargers. Given to Carrillo. Back over to Hoops. Hoops passes to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks inside to Bailey. Bailey looks to go up. It's not there. Kicks it out to Dunleavy. Dunleavy over to Hoops. Hoops brings it over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside. Gives it to Bailey. Bailey looks. Kicks it back out to Hoops. Hoops shoots the 3. And it's just shy, and a foul is called on the rebound. Foul will be on number 2 of the Trojans, Emily Green. That is her 3rd and the team's 5th. Ryan will inbound the ball for the Chargers. Gives it in to Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Chargers. Looks like Matlack got the rebound, goes up for the shot, and draws a foul. Matlack will go to the line shooting 2. The foul will be on number 22, JC Hildebrand. That is her 2nd and the team's 6th. Matlack's first shot is up, and it's good. Chargers looking to decrease their their deficit by 1. Shots up. And it's no good as Matlack stepped over the line before she was able. Just over 5 minutes left in the half. Scores 13-7, Stafford Trojans. Yontha with the ball. Yontha passes to Shelton. Shelton over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand back to Yontha. Yontha over to Berge. Berge looks to Simmons. It's not there. Passes it back to Yontha. Yontha looks inside at Berge. It's not there. Kicks it out to Simmons. Simmons looks inside. Back to Yontha. Yontha inside. Kicks it out to Berge. Berge looks to shoot, but gets pressured. Kicks it over to Shelton. Shelton to Simmons. Simmons to Hildebrand. And it's tapped out of bounds by Dunleavy. Shelton inbounds to Hildebrand. Hildebrand back to Shelton. Shelton across to Yontha. Yontha gets tripped up and is called for a travel. Hoops to bring the ball down for the Chargers. Hoops passes to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks inside, gives it back to Hoops. Hoops inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks to go up. She drives in, goes up with the shot, and it's good for 2. A 30-second timeout called by the Chargers. Your score, Burton Lady Chargers 9, Stafford Lady Trojans 13, and just under 4.5 minutes left in the half. Sheldon will inbound to Yontha. Yontha will bring it down. Passes it inside to Hildebrand. Hildebrand goes to drive. Kicks it out to Simmons. Simmons over to Shelton. Shelton looks to give it to Yontha, but gets called for a travel. Hoops with the ball. Hoops will give it over to Dunleavy, who loses it, and it gets kicked out of bounds. It will be the Trojans' ball. Yantha with the ball, passes to Berge. Berge over to Shelton. Shelton over to Yantha. Dunleavy gives pressure to Yantha. Yantha over to Simmons. Simmons looks inside to Hildebrand, gives it to Hildebrand. Hildebrand goes up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Ryan of the Chargers, and she'll give it to Hoops, so we'll bring it down. Pressure brought on by Simmons. Hoops kicks it out to Matlack. Matlack gets called for a travel. Yantha with the ball. Yantha will pass to Hildebrand. Hildebrand gives it inside to Berge. Berge gets trapped, kicks it back out to Hildebrand. Hildebrand with the ball. Goes to give it to Yantha, and it's knocked out by Dunleavy, recovered by Hildebrand. Yantha with the ball. And there's a foul called. Looks like a block. It'll be on the Chargers. Foul is on number 15 for the Chargers, Cassie Dunleavy. That is her first and the team's sixth. Yantha with the ball. Yantha passes across over to Hildebrand. It's almost snatched up. Hildebrand gives it out to Simmons. Simmons shoots. It's no good. It looks like we have a foul that is called. Trista Shelton will go to the line, shooting 1-1. The foul's on number 5 for the Chargers, Macy Dunleavy. That is her second and the team's 7th. Matlack will check in for Dunleavy. First shot's up, and it's good. Second shot's up. No good. Rebounded by Yantha. Yantha pulls it out, gives it to Berge. Berge looks to drive. She goes up with it. It's no good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Hildebrand goes up with it but loses it. Recovers it, gives it to Shelton. Shelton to Yantha. Yantha goes to drive, puts the shot up, and it's no good. Rebounded by a jump ball. And it will stay there. It's still the Trojans' ball. Just under 3 minutes left in the half. Berge to inbound. Intended for Yantha, but it's just over her head. Hoops with the ball. Hoops over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside. It's not there. Back to Hoops. Hoops over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks inside. Gives it back to Hoops. Hoops takes the three. And it's good. Yantha with the ball. Yantha over to Berge. Berge inside to Yantha. And loses the ball and recovered by the Chargers. Hoops with the ball. Berge applies pressure. Hoops goes on by. She goes all the way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by a jump ball again, and it will be the Chargers' ball. 2 minutes left in the half. Ball's inbounded to Dunleavy. Dunleavy kicks it out to Carrillo. Carrillo over to Hoops. Hoops shoots the three. No good. Rebounded by, knocked out of bounds. Still Chargers' ball. Hoops to inbound. Gives it to Dunleavy. Dunleavy over to Carrillo. Carrillo over to Hoops. Hoops shoots the three. No good. Rebounded by Simmons. Simmons will give it off to Berge. Berge will bring it down. She looks to go all the way. Loses it at the last second. Knocked out of bounds by Berge, and it will be the Chargers ball. Just over a minute and a half left in the quarter. Hoops with the ball. Hoops over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside. Gives it inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks, kicks it back out to Carrillo. Carrillo across the way to Bailey. Bailey over to Matlack. Matlack back to Bailey. Bailey puts up the shot, and it's good for 3. Excuse me, good for 2. Game is now tied. Just over a minute left in the half. Yantha with the ball. She loses it, recovered by Berge. Berge over to Hildebrand, tipped by Matlack. Hildebrand recovers. Hildebrand over to Yantha. Yantha goes up all the way, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Chargers. Berge with the pressure. And she'll get it passed inside to Dunleavy. Hoops with the shot. No good. Rebounded by Yantha. Yantha over to Berge. Berge inside to Yantha. Yantha kicks it over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand with the shot. It's just long, recovered or rebounded by Berge, but she loses it, and Bailey gets it, gives it to Hoops. Just 15 seconds left in the quarter. Hoops gives it down there, gives it over to Bailey. Bailey puts it up for 2, and the Chargers take the lead with 10 seconds left in the half. Berge with the ball. Berge looks to drive to go all the way. She puts the shot up, and it's no good, and that will conclude the first half of the game. Your score, Burton Lady Chargers 16, Stafford Lady Trojans 14. And we're back. Trojans will start the ball off this half. Yantha to inbound for the Trojans. Green with the ball. Passes over to Yantha. Yantha shoots the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Berge. Berge will give it off to Hoops, who will bring it down. Hoops over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside to Dunleavy. Gives it to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes up with the shot, and it's good for two. Green will bring the ball down for the Trojans. Green over to Yantha. Yantha all the way over to Simmons. Simmons back to Green. Green will shoot the three. No good. Rebounded by Dold. Yantha to provide pressure on Dold. Gives it over to Hoops. Hoops will bring it down. Hoops over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside. Gives to Dunleavy. Dunleavy goes to drive. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Dold. And Dold is called for a walk. Be the Trojans' ball. Green with the ball. Green will pass it over to Simmons. Simmons looks inside, gives it back to Green. Green over to Yantha. Yantha all the way over to Simmons. Simmons looks inside. It's not there. Passes it to Green. Green goes to drive. Kicks it out to Yantha. Yantha shoots the three. No good. Rebounded by Green. Green goes up for the shot. The basket is good and one. Foul will be on number 3 for the Chargers, Mackenzie Hoops. That is her third and the team's first. Shots up, and it's good. Ryan will check in for Hoops. And Dold will inbounds the ball. Dold passes over to Carrillo. Carrillo inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks, it's not there. Pressure's brought on. It's knocked out by Emily Green. Recovered by Ryan. Ryan puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded by Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up, and a foul is called on the shot. Dunleavy will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul's on number 4 for the Trojans, Hannah Simmons. That is her second and the team's first. First shot's up, and it's good. Second shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Handed off to Yantha. Over to Green. Green will drive the ball down. She pulls it out. Kicks it over to Berge. Berge takes the shot. It's good for 2, and the score is now tied 19-19. Carrillo with the ball. Carrillo over to Ryan. Ryan looks inside. Gives it back to Carrillo. Carrillo looks to give it to Dold, but checks inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy over to Carrillo. It's tapped by Berge. Recovered by Ryan. Ryan shoots. No good. Recovered by Dunleavy, and Dunleavy steps out of bounds. Be the Trojans' ball. Just under 6 minutes left in the quarter. Referee timeout. Dunleavy had a untied shoe. Green with the ball. Green over to Berge. Berge shoots the 3, and it's short, rebounded by Berge. Berge brings the ball down the court and is called for a carry. Trojans ball. Green with the ball. Gives it over to Berge. Berge looks inside. Back over to Yantha. Yantha looks inside. Gives it back to Berge. Berge looks over. Gives it to Shelton, but it's tipped out of bounds by Dunleavy. Green with the ball. Passes over to Berge. Berge looks inside. Back to Green. Green over to Yanta. Yanta goes to drive. Kicks it out over to Berge. Berge over to Green. Emily Green goes to drive. She puts it up. No good. And a charge is called. That will be on number 2, Emily Green. That is her 4th and the team's 2nd. Just over 5 minutes left in the quarter. Timeout called. It's a full timeout by the Trojans. Dold with the ball. Dold over to Carrillo. Carrillo across the way to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks inside. It's not there. She goes to drive. Gives it over to Dold. Dold looks to drive. Back to Dunleavy. Dunleavy takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Stolen by Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up, and it's good for 2. Chargers take the lead. 21-19. Just under 5 minutes left in the quarter. Yanta with the ball. Yanta over to Simmons. Simmons back to Yanta. Yanta looks inside at Hildebrand. It's not there. She goes to drive. Pulls it out. Gives it over to Shelton. Shelton shoots the shot. No good. Rebounded by Simmons and goes out of bounds. It will be the Chargers' ball. Bailey checking back in for the Chargers for Carrillo. Dold with the ball. She'll pass to Berge. Berge looks in, Dunleavy. Dunleavy back to Dold. Dold takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by Yanta, and a foul is called. Yanta with the ball. She'll pass it over to Berge. The foul was called on number 4, Mallory Matlack of the Chargers. That is her 1st and the team's 2nd. Yanta goes to drive. And a foul is called on the shot. Yanta will go to the line shooting 2. The foul will be on number 1, Kirsten Dold. And that is her 3rd and the team's 3rd. And the free throw is good. Second shot's up. No good. Rebounded by Dold. Dold gives it over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy back to Dold. Dold over to Bailey. Bailey inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy takes the shot. It's no good. Rebounded by no one, and a foul is called on the floor. Foul is on number 5 for the Chargers, Macy Dunleavy. That is her 3rd and the team's 4th. And a full timeout is called by the, 30-second timeout is called by the Chargers. Yantha with the ball over to Simmons. Simmons to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks inside. It's not there. Kicks it over to Yantha. Yantha looks inside to Hildebrand. It's not there. She takes the shot. And it's good for 3. The Trojans take the lead. 23-21 with just under 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. Dunleavy with the ball. Passes over to Bailey. Bailey across the way to Dold. Dold misses it. Intercepted by Simmons. Simmons will give it to Yantha. And Yantha will bring the ball down. Yantha over to Berge up. It's no good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Hildebrand kicks it back out to Yantha. Yantha over to Simmons. Simmons puts the shot up. It's no good. Recovered by Hildebrand yet again. Hildebrand gets it. Throws it down. Hits one of the Chargers in the foot and goes out of bounds. Trojans ball. Ball is inbounded to Simmons. Simmons loses it, and a foul is called. Looks like the foul will be on number 5 for the Chargers, Macy Dunleavy. That will be her 4th and the team's 5th. Trojans with the ball, inbounds to Hildebrand, and a jump ball is called, and it will be the Chargers' ball. Hoops with the ball. Passes over to Bailey. Bailey shoots the 3, and it's short. Recovered by Dunleavy. Dunleavy out to Hoops. Hoops will shoot a 2. No good, and rebound by Hildebrand. Hildebrand passes to Yantha, but Yantha loses it but recovers it, and she'll bring the ball down. Passes over to Simmons. Simmons shoots the 3. No good. Rebounded by Dunleavy. Dunleavy over to Hoops, and before the pass is made, she's called for a travel. Carrillo will check in for Bailey for the Chargers. Yantha with the ball over to Berge. Pressure brought on to Berge. Yantha gets the ball. She goes to drive. Puts it up. And it's good for 2. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Hoops with the ball. Passes over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks inside. Gives it back to Hoops. Hoops looks inside. Hoops looks to drive, kicks it over to Dold. Dold looks inside, shoots the 3, and it's wide. Tipped out of bounds by the Trojans, and it will be the Chargers' ball. Dunleavy with the ball over to Carrillo. Carrillo over to Hoops. Hoops shoots the 2. It's short. Rebounded by Dunleavy. Dunleavy to Hoops. Hoops inside to Dold. Dold puts it up, and a foul is called on the shot. Foul will be on number 10 for the Trojans, and is Yantha. That is her first foul and the team's 3rd. Dold will shoot 2. First one's up, and it is no good. Second shot's up. No good. Rebounded by Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up. No good. And a foul is called on the rebound. It will be the Trojans' ball. Foul is on number 4 for the Chargers, Mallory Matlack. That is her 2nd and the team's 6th. Ryan has checked in for the Chargers for Dold, and Yantha will bring the ball down for the Trojans. Simmons with the ball inside to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks to drive, kicks it back out to Yantha. Yantha looks over, it's not there, gives it to Shelton. Shelton drives, takes the shot, and it's good for 2. The Trojans increase their lead to 6, just over a minute left in the quarter. Dunleavy with the ball. Passes it back to Hoops. Hoops over to Carrillo. Carrillo looks to drive, kicks it inside to Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up. No good, rebounded by Shelton. Shelton will give the ball to Yantha, who will bring it down. Over to Berge. Berge inside to Simmons, and pressure brought on by Ryan, and a jump ball is called. Still the Trojans' ball. Yantha with the ball. Over to Berge. Berge over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks inside. It's not there. Gives it to Yantha. Yantha goes to drive, and a foul is called. Yantha will go to the line, shooting 1-1. Foul is on number 0 for the Chargers, Jennifer Carrillo. That is her first and the team's 7th. Yantha's first shot is up, and it's good. Just under a minute left in the quarter. The Chargers looking to extend their lead by 8 with this next shot. Shots up. No good. Recovered by Dunleavy. Dunleavy brings the ball down the court. Loses it. Recovers it. Gives it over to Matlack. Matlack goes up for 2, and it's good. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Yantha with the ball. Passes over to Berge. Berge brings it back to Yantha. Yantha over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks. Gives it back to Berge. Berge over to Yantha. Yantha over to Simmons. Simmons to Shelton. Back to Simmons. Back to Yantha. Yantha drives. Kicks it over to Shelton. Loses it, but Shelton recovers it. Takes a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Dunleavy. Dunleavy picks it up. Gives it to Carrillo. 3 seconds left. Hoops goes to drive. The shot's up, and it's good. And that will conclude the third quarter. Your score, Burton Lady Chargers 25, Stafford Lady Trojans 28. Chargers will start with the ball this quarter. Hoops with the ball. She'll give it over to Ryan. Ryan looks inside to Dunleavy. It's not there. Gives it back to Hoops. Hoops gives it over to Dold. Dold looks inside. Gives it inside to Matlack. Matlack gets pressured. Kicks it back out to Dold. Dold to Hoops. Hoops to Ryan. Ryan looks inside to Dunleavy. It's not there. Intended for Matlack. Tipped by Simmons and recovered by Simmons. Simmons will go all the way. She puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Dold. Dold will give it to Hoops. Hoops will bring it down. Pressure brought on by Simmons. Hoops inside to Matlack. Matlack will give it to Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up for 2, and it's good. The score is now 28-27, Trojans. Yantha with the ball. Over to Berge. Berge back to Yantha. Yantha across the way to Hildebrand. Hildebrand back to Yantha. Yantha goes to drive. Kicks it out to Berge. Berge shoots the 2, and it's no good. Recovered by Yantha. And a foul is called. The foul will be on number 14, Shelby Ryan. That will be her first and the team's 8th, and Yantha will go to the line shooting 1-1. Bailey checking in for Ryan for the Trojans. First shot's up, and it's good. Looking to increase the lead by 3. Second shot's up, and it's also good. The score is now 30-27, 7 minutes left in the game. Hoops with the ball. Hoops will pass to Dold. Dold inside to Matlack. Matlack back to Dold. Dold to Hoops. Hoops to Bailey. Bailey to Hoops. Back to Bailey. Bailey looks inside. It's not there. Gives it to Hoops. Hoops brings it back to the top over to Dold. Dold looks inside. She takes a few steps in. Loses the ball, but recovers it. Gives it back to Hoops. Hoops goes up for the shot. And it's no good. Rebounded by Matlack, but tipped out by Hildebrand. Yanta with the ball. Over to Berge. Berge down to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks inside. Kicks it over to Yanta. And Hoops goes for the steal and goes out of bounds with the ball. Trojans ball. Yanta with the ball. All the way over to Shelton. Shelton looks inside, gives it back to Yanta. Yanta goes to drive, goes up with the shot. It's short, recovered by Dold, and a foul is called. Foul will be on number 1 for the Trojans, Mariah Berge. That is her first and the team's 4th. Hoops with the ball. Hoops over to Bailey. Bailey inside to Matlack. Matlack over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up, and it's good for 2. Yanta with the ball. Your score, 30, Stafford. Burrton with 29, just under 6 minutes left in the game. Berge with the ball over to Yanta. Yanta over to Shelton. Shelton looks to shoot. It's not there. Gives it to Simmons. Simmons looking inside. Back to Shelton. Shelton over to Yanta. Yanta back to Shelton. Shelton takes the shot, and it's short. Recovered by Berge. Puts it up, and it's rebounded by Dunleavy. Hoops with the ball. She puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hoops, and she puts it up again. Rebounded by Dunleavy, and a foul is called. Foul will be on the floor. Foul is on number 22, J.C. Hildebrand. That is her 3rd and the team's 5th. Emily Green is checked back in for the Trojans. Hoops inbounds over to Bailey. Bailey over to Dold. Dold looks to drive. She takes the shot, and it's good for 2. The Chargers have now taken the lead with just over 5 minutes left in the game, 31-30. Green with the ball. Green over to Berge. Berge back to Green. Green over to Yanta. Yanta takes the 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Dold. The foul is called. Foul will be on number 1, Mariah Berge. That is her 2nd and the team's 6th. Chargers ball. Hoops with the ball. Hoops passes to Dold. Dold over to Matlack. Matlack looks to give it into Berge, but it's not there. Kicks it out to Hoops. Hoops shoots the 2, and it's good. Green with the ball. Full timeout called by Stafford. Just under 5 minutes left to play. The score, Burrton 33, Stafford 30. Green with the ball. Green over to Yanta. Yanta over to Berge. It's stolen by Dold. Dold will go up, and it's no good. Hoops with the rebound, and it's good for 2. Green with the ball. She pulls it out. Kicks it over to Yantha. Yantha loses it, but gets it. Gives it back to Green. Dunleavy tries to steal. No good. Passes to Berge. Berge goes up. It's no good, and it goes out of bounds. Be the Chargers' ball. Hoops with the ball. Hoops pass to Dold. Dold looks inside, gives it to Matlack. Matlack over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy puts it up for 2, and it's good. Green will bring the ball down for the Trojans. Pressure brought on by Hoops. Passes to Berge. Berge shoots a 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bailey. Hoops will pass to Dold. Dold will look inside. It's not there. Gives it back to Hoops. Hoops over to Bailey. Yantha steals the ball from Bailey. Pressure brought on by Dunleavy. And she'll pass it over to Berge. Berge is looking inside, kicks it out to Emily Green. And 30-second timeout called by the Stafford Trojans. Just under 3.5 minutes left in the game. Burton leads 37-30. Green with the ball. And she'll pass it over to Yantha. Yantha over to Hildebrand. Hildebrand looks inside. It's not there. Back to Yantha. Yantha looks to drive. She gives it over to Green. Green back to Yantha. Yantha goes to drive. Comes up with the shot and is called for a travel. Pressure brought on by the Trojans. Berge on Dold. Now Yantha. Yantha on Dunleavy. Dunleavy will give it to Hoops. Emily Green pressuring Hoops. Hoops calls for the screen. Gives it over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy will kick it over to Matlack. Pressure brought on by Shelton. Dunleavy loses it. Recovered by Emily Green. Emily Green looks to go all the way. And a foul is called. Emily Green will go to the line, shooting 1-1. Foul's on number 15 for the Chargers, Cassie Dunleavy. That is her second and the team's 9th. First shot's up, and it's good. Second shot is up, and it is also good. Score is now 37-32. Chargers. Dunleavy with the ball. She gives it over to Dold. Dold loses the ball. Knocked out of bounds by number 10, Yenez Yantha. Chargers ball. Hoops with the ball. Green providing pressure for the Trojans. And Hoops throws it away. With the Trojans ball. Just 2.5 minutes left in the game, and a timeout is called by the Chargers. Full timeout. Green with the ball into Berge. And Berge will hand it back off to Green. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Trojans down by 5. Yanta over to Berge. Back to Green, over to Yanta. Yanta shoots the 3, and it's short. Dold gets it back in, recovered by Yanta. Yanta is trapped. Tends to give it to Green, but it's stolen by Dunleavy. Dunleavy gives it inside to Hoops. Hoops back over to Dunleavy. Yanta tips the ball out of her hand, and a foul is called. Excuse me, there is no foul. Charger stepped out of bounds with the ball. Green with the ball. She'll pass it over to Yanta. Yanta over to Berge. Berge gives it back to Green. Green over to Yanta. Yanta looks inside. She goes to drive. The shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Dold. Dold looks to go all the way. She pulls it out. Gives it over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy looks to drive. It's not there. Kicks it out to Hoops. Hoops over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy over to Dold. Pressure brought on. Dold goes in for the drive. It's no good. Rebounded by Hoops and tipped out of bounds by Yanta. And Dunleavy will called for a foul. And that is Macy Dunleavy's 5th foul and the team's 10th. Dunleavy has fouled out. Bailey will check in for Dunleavy, and Stafford will take a full timeout. Just under a minute and a half left in the game. Score is Burrton 37, Stafford 32. Trojans with the ball. Green over to Yanta. Yanta looks inside to Hildebrand. It's not there. Sends it across the way to Berge. Berge looks to drive. Pulls it out. Kicks it out to Green. Green over to Yanta. Yanta goes in for the drive. And a foul is called. Jump ball is called first. It'll be the Trojans' ball still. Yanta with the ball. She looks to shoot the 3. It's in and out and rebounded by the Chargers. Hoops with the ball. Hoops over to intended for Dunleavy, and Yanta recovers it. Yanta goes, gives it inside to Hildebrand. Matlack with the ball, gives it to Hoops. Emily Green provides pressure. Hoops loses the ball. Timeout is called before the ball is lost. Timeout, Burton. It's a full timeout by the Chargers. Just under a minute left in the game. 54 seconds left in the game. Chargers with the ball. Chargers still lead 37-32. The Trojans putting on the pressure. Hildebrand on Dunleavy. Inbounds to Dole. Dole brings it down. She gets trapped by Yanta. Over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy gets pressured by Yanta and Emily Green, and a foul is called. And that is a hold. Foul is on number 2, Emily Green, and that will be her 5th foul and the team's 7th. Dunleavy will go to the line shooting 1-1. Simmons will check in for the Trojans. Dunleavy's first shot is up, and it's good. Chargers look to increase their lead by 7. Second shot's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Yantha with the ball. Over to Berge. Berge back to Yantha. Yantha shoots the 3, and it's good. 30 seconds left in the game. Scores 38-35. Dold with the ball. Yantha applying pressure, and a foul is called. Kirsten Dold will go to the line shooting 1-1. Foul is on number 10 for the Trojans, Yenes Yantha. That is her 2nd and the team's 8th. First shot's up. No good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Hildebrand to Berge. Berge brings the ball down the court. She pulls it out, gives it to Yantha, and a timeout is called by the Trojans. Full timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The score is 38-35. Berge inbounds to Yantha. Back to Berge. Berge goes to shoot the 3, and it's good! The score is now tied, 38-38. 10 seconds left in the game. Hoops with the ball, and Simmons fouls Hoops. That will be Hannah Simmons' 3rd foul, the team's 9th. Excuse me, that is Simmons' 2nd foul. Hoops will go to the line shooting 2. The first one is up, and it is good. Score is now 39-38. And timeout called by the Chargers. Full timeout. Hoops to shoot her 2nd free throw. 10 seconds left in the game. The Chargers have taken all of their players out of the lanes. Hoop shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Hildebrand. Hildebrand to Giannis. And travel is called. Just under 5 seconds left in the game. It'll be the Trojans' ball. Hoops with the ball. 3 seconds left, and Berge will foul Hoops, sending Hoops to the line, shooting 2. That is Berge's 3rd foul, and the team's 10th. First shot's up, and it's no good. It's a great rebound by Hildebrand. Unfortunately, it's shooting 2. Second shot's up. No good. Berge with the ball, gives it to Yonta. Yonta puts it up, and it's no good, and that will conclude the game. Your final score, Burrton Lady Chargers 39, Stafford Lady Trojans 38. Up next, Central Christian and Maxville.